Hey everyone, Chris of the Thrift Shop Hustler. We're going to have another What Sold on eBay today. Once again, I'm Chris of the Thrift Shop Hustler. Definitely go down there and click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications if you're brand new to the channel. What my channel does is we talk about different things I've sold on eBay. Also, we have a little bit of thrifting and a couple other kind of know your stuff videos, which I haven't done in a while. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually starting to make my list of know your stuff videos, and basically we go over one subject, and basically by watching the video you have a basic understanding of certain goods, hard goods usually, and collectibles. I've been doing this for over 30 years and just got a vast amount of knowledge in this dome of being just a collector of just hundreds of things over the years. Anyways, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. Definitely go and click the like button if you learn anything during this show. First up today, we have this vintage Disney artist, Oz Franca, painting. He was doing paintings like Big Eyes around the same time that the famous artist, I forget what her name was, actually made a movie a couple years ago about Big Eyes. I think it was actually called Big Eyes. And what's nice about this artist is he was actually the first Brazilian Disney artist to be hired by Disney. So there's history. When I first found this painting, I think I paid like maybe $5 or $6 for this. I really loved the frame. It was like really wood and nice and everything like that. And I did have to do a little bit of research when I was in the store, and luckily I was able to find information on this. We'll zoom into this real quick, and it's so small, but I was able to find the name after a little bit of research. And I must say, when you're dealing with art, and by the way, I've made an art video. If I can remember, I'll put the link up here. I have done an art video before, and I should probably do another one. If you guys want me to do another updated art video about how to determine what to buy and what to look for, leave a like. If we get a lot of likes, then that will mean that you guys want me to do the video. Anyways, sometimes the signatures could be forged on some art, but once I looked at the signature and then you look at the piece, I would say I don't want to call myself a professional, but for someone that's been doing this for a long time, the art itself tells more than the signature, because anyone can just put any name, forge a signature. It's super easy to do that after the fact, because there's a lot of people or a lot of old masters that never signed their work and stuff like that. So anyways, I did a lot of research when I was in the store, and I snapped this up. I thought this would go for like $500 or $600. It's probably valued maybe around $800 to $1,000. If I was to appraise this. It didn't reach that. It almost sold a couple times for around $400, but it people never pulled the trigger on this. But anyways, I took a best offer, or actually this sold for $74.90 with free shipping. This shows you how long I've had this. I don't even do free shipping anymore. Free shipping is just I've talked about, maybe I should do a video about that too, about free shipping. There's pros and cons with it, but for me, free shipping just isn't worth it. Anyways, this is a really cool piece. As a matter of fact, I probably should have kept this. Probably should have kept this art. But anyways, that's that. Next up, we have this 2018 Topps Heritage Juan Soto Chrome. Baseball cards has been very, very good to me this year. I've pulled a lot of high-end cards. This one I actually took a best offer, I think, for 70 something. This was pulled out of a pack of Heritage. This was a Chrome card. If this card, there was different varieties of this Chrome card. If this Chrome card, this is basically the base one. There's also a refractor. There's a black refractor. There's a gold refractor. If this was actually like a red refractor or a superfractor, I think the superfractor of this, which is a one-of-a-kind card, would probably go for $10,000 to $15,000. So I love me my baseball cards, man. Next up, we have this 1995 WCW Hulk Hogan shirt. This sold for $12.99 plus $5.99 shipping. This thing is super beat up. I paid $1 for this at a local church thrift store, or actually a church. I don't know what you'd call it. I guess a yard sale, a rummage sale, maybe they call them. Anyways, this thing is vintage. It was beat up. It actually kind of looked like maybe Hulk might have worn this But it was super small, so that was totally out of the thing. I actually tried to figure that out myself, because usually it would come and they'd rip these kind of shirts. Um, I'm just bummed that this shirt wasn't in mint condition, like if it didn't have all this stuff. But some people actually collect this kind of stuff. Um, if this was like a mint condition shirt of this exact shirt, it'd probably go for $80 to $100. But anyways, I when I first bought this, I put it up for $100, thinking, the shirt itself is super rare, especially with WCW Hulk stuff, because there's a lot of WWF, WWE stuff that came out. His run with the WCW, when he kept his yellow and red kind of theme, because he ended up, oh God, I hate to even go into the depths of my wrestling knowledge. Never mind. Just look out for. I think wrestling memorabilia, especially from the 90s and the 80s, is very underlooked in the market. And if you can find that stuff at a reasonable price, it's definitely worth listing. There's some even old VHSs that are worth a few $100s a piece. Next up, we have this Disneyland 35 Years of Magic Jungle Cruise pin. This was actually a pin. I want to say this was, what was this? Maybe from 87? Let's see if I actually have. No, I don't even have the date. This was before the popularization of Disney pins that you see at the parks now. Right now, there's a huge industry of pins. And you go to pretty much any shop in Disneyland or Disney World, you're going to see pins everywhere. There's a whole pin trading thing. There's a whole collector market. This was before all that. This was like in the late 80s that these came out. And as you can see, there's kind of like a glossy dome to these things. And anyways, there's a huge market in Disney pins. That's another area that I've dove deep into. And maybe I should actually do a Know Your Stuff video about Disney pins. But anyways, this sold for $4.99 plus $2.99 shipping. If you could find Disney pins, like any pins that are in mint condition, if you can get them for $1 or less, always pick them up. You're never gonna not get $5 or more for them. There is some pins that are literally worth hundreds of dollars a piece. As a matter of fact, there's a few of them that are in like the $800 to $1,000 range too. Next up, we have this Amiibo Rosetta Rosalina Luna. This is actually a figure that I had that was loose that I was going to paint at some point. I never got around to it, and some of those Amiibos have appreciated in price over the years. This one isn't a super rare one to find, but I mean, I did get $19.99 for this loose. These things retailed for like $12 or something like that. I might have got it on sale too. But anyways, definitely look out for Amiibos. You can tell an Amiibo by this kind of like black base with this gold kind of thing. If you see those figures anywhere and you can get them for like $1 or $2 each, snap them up, especially if they're in mint condition. You can easily get all day $8 to $12 for these things. So if you get a whole bunch of them for $1 or $1 each, it's definitely going to be worth it. Next up are these master locks. I had 4 of these, and the keys worked. And as a matter of fact, the thrift store was going to throw these away. I was going through their. They have it's hard to explain, but anyways, they kind of they donate their donates. It's hard to even explain. Anyways, they were going to throw this away, and there was a box of things, and they all had keys to them. So I was like, I'll just take these. I think I gave them $1 for 4 of them. And so I'm like a quarter into this. But I'm just saying, there's money in pretty much anything. I probably could have got more for these locks, as they're actually really good locks. They're commercial locks. They're heavy duty. And like I said, something that was going to be thrown away, I made a little money on. Next up, we have this Damsel in Defense step off. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I think it's some kind of alarm thing for a window. Or something like that. And anyways, I got this at Goodwill, I think for like $3. I rarely go to Goodwill anymore because there's just so many other opportunities to get stuff. As a matter of fact, I should probably go to a Goodwill. I haven't been in a while. Goodwill is just a mess now. You rarely find anything that you can profit like tremendously off of. But anyways, this is one of those things where if you find anything in the package, definitely look it up. I'm a sucker for anything in the package, brand new, mint in box, sealed, things like that. I'm definitely all over. Those are one of the things that I look for, and it could be pretty much anything in a Goodwill that I'll look at, especially if it's brand new in a package. Anyways, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. Thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also subscribe, click the bell. If you have any questions about anything, please leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.